and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I did a chit chat get ready with me on just my eye look. I didn't do my face makeup on camera, but I created this eye look using the Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette, and I really like the way that this look turned out. It's just a super simple like warm tone look, and I love it, but I love warm tone looks, so obviously I'm gonna love this. But I also just chatted with you guys about some things that happened in 2018 that made my year so good, and things that I plan on doing in 2019 to make this year just as good as last year. So if you guys are excited to see this video, then make sure you just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so off camera I went ahead and did my brows and primed my lids, and then to start out I'm going to go ahead and blend the shade Rush right here through my crease. I'm just going to pick that up on my Morphe Y17 brush. So like I said in my intro, I wanted to make this video kind of like a 2018 like recap video, and just kind of talking about everything that happened in 2018 that really made my year so great. So a lot of things happened in 2018 that made me have like literally the best year ever. I would honestly say that 2018 was like the best year of my life, and I'm not even being dramatic. So to start out the year, I guess I should go back to 2017. So in 2017, my lease was up on my first car that I had ever gotten. Like whenever I turned 16, the lease ended on that, and so I had to get a different car, obviously. I mean, I have to have a vehicle. And so I ended up getting a car that was not that reliable. It wasn't that good at all, but it's just like what I had, and so that's what I was driving. It had literally no air conditioning, no heat. No matter what we did to fix it and like where we took it to get it fixed, it just was like literally unfixable. So then I actually, in 2018 in January, the first week of the year, so it was like a really awesome way to start out the year, I got a brand new car. So I have a Toyota CHR, and I love it so much. So for my job I nanny, and so I need kind of a bigger car, so it works out. It's just like a little crossover. So it was so awesome to be able to start out the year with something that was so great. So like I said, that was just like an awesome way to start out the year. And then in February of last year, I guess it's crazy to think that 2018 was last year now, but in February of last year I actually decided to start my makeup Instagram. And at that time I was kind of like, I don't necessarily want to say like self-conscious, but I was definitely worried about like what other people were thinking about me and stuff like that. And so I just never really pursued it that much. I just kind of created it. I think I posted like 4 pictures on there. I was kind of feeling like judged by other people, and so I just deleted all the pictures off my account and just pretended like I never did it. And I made the account private so people couldn't even follow me, even though there was no post on there. That's not something that's like great to add into like why my year was so good, but you'll see whenever I get to that point later in the video. But that was like my first try on really trying to pursue makeup on like a social media platform. But obviously it didn't work out, but now here we are. So the rest of the story is going to be at the towards the end of the video. Okay, so then I'm going to take the shade right here, Mugshot, on the end of the brush from the Naked Cherry palette, and just kind of blend that a little bit lower than we just blended Rush. But then in March, I went on my first cruise ever. So I went to Mexico with my best friends, and that was so fun. That was obviously another awesome thing that happened this year. That was my first cruise, and I loved it so much. Like, I haven't been on another one since then, but it was really fun, and I would totally do it again. So that was a really awesome thing that happened in 2018 also. And then I turned 19 in 2018, so that was something else. I mean, 19 really, when you think about it, 19 is probably like the worst age in 20, or like the worst ages to like turn. Because like 18, you're finally like an adult. You can't really do anything different except for like, I guess you can get a tattoo. That's what I did. So really 19 is like not that significant of a birthday, but I turned 19. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. For my birthday, I actually didn't do much. Just me and my family ate at Cheesecake Factory, and me and my mom like spent the day shopping. So I feel like that's kind of how all my birthdays go. We just like have dinner with the family at wherever I want to pick, and I usually always pick Cheesecake Factory. So that's what we did this year too. I'm just going to grab the same brush that we put on the first shade with and just kind of blend over that just to make sure it's all blended together. And then I'm going to pick up the shade Alert right here and using the same end of the brush. Most of my family live on the West Coast, so we don't get to see them that often. But every summer, me and my brother go out to Arizona where my dad's side of the family live at and visit like all of our cousins and aunts and uncles that live over there. So we did that this year, and it was pretty cool because now my oldest cousin, hey Kelsey, I'm pretty sure you're watching this, she has a baby now, so we got to meet her. So that was so fun. I'm such a kid person, and so that was so exciting for me. She's like literally the cutest baby ever, and it was like good timing whenever we went out there, because I mean, I would have hated if she would have been born like after we left and then not see her for like another year, so she'd be like a year old whenever we saw her. She was still pretty little whenever we got to see her, so that was pretty cool. And I just love being able to go out there and visit family. And then I went to a Jake Owen concert over the summer after I got back from Arizona, which I'm a huge Jake Owen fan. I just love country music in general. I loved being able to go to that concert. It was super fun. Over the summer, I also started my very first nannying job. I have always like babysat ever since I was little, but I feel like everybody has. But I finally started like my first nannying job over the summer, and it was just part-time. So I would just go there from like 8 a.m. until like 3 p.m. I started a new job at a clothing store, and I worked there in the evenings until close, which was about 9, 10-ish. And that didn't last long. I think I only worked there for like 2 weeks and then I quit. But I just really did not like working there. It wasn't working out with my schedule, and I just was not a fan of the job. So I actually ended up quitting, and I found a full-time nannying job because the kids that I was watching ended up going back to school for after summer break. So I found a full-time nannying job, which is where I'm still at now, and I really love that. So I watch 5 kids from like 6:30 a.m. until like 6 p.m. every day, and it is like so crazy, but I really do like it. It gives me a lot of like flexibility with my own life to be able to do what I need to do like during the day and stuff. Even though I've got some kids with me, I can still get done what I need to get done. Started online school this year too. So I was at a 4-year university, and I was in a sorority and was very involved on campus, but I just was not happy there. So I actually ended up leaving there and starting like all online school, which is totally different than going to like on campus, but it's worked out really well for me just with the job that I'm doing and all of that. So that was something that happened in 2018 that really honestly changed my life with my schedule and everything else. So that was pretty cool too. So next I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Framed, and I'm just going to use my Morphe Y20 brush and just start to pack that on. Over the summer last year, I also went to the beach and I went to Disney World. So my family are like huge beach people, so we go to the beach multiple times a year, every single year. But this year, whenever we were there, we got to meet up with my older sister and my nephew, and we went to Disney World. So that was really fun. So we spent about a week there, and I love Disney so much. I don't really know how somebody could not love Disney. So that was really cool to be able to go there, especially with my little nephew. He's only 5, and so, I mean, I'm an adult and I love Disney. So, I mean, I can only imagine as a kid, like, how much you would love Disney. And then I'm just going to use my JH32 brush and then pick up the shade Rush again, which is the first shade that we use, and just kind of blend over the red shade. But yeah, like I was saying, I did start a full-time nannying job, so that was something that happened last year that was pretty awesome too. In 2018, I also met my boyfriend, which is probably the best thing that happened to me all year. So he is so amazing and so supportive of me. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for I don't even know how long, and like a makeup Instagram and all of that. But like I said earlier in the video, I started one in February of this year, and I was just a little bit too shy and didn't really know how or like how to go about doing it. So I just didn't, and he's really supported me on making my YouTube. He's helped me edit my videos. He's helped me with my Instagram and just basically everything. He's like the most supportive person ever, and I love him so much. So obviously that was one of the best things to happen to me last year too. So then I'm going to mix together the shades Bomb Ass, which is this bright red shade, and Boom, which is right here. Mix them together on this Olimar Cosmetics brush, and then I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Morphe Prep and Set. And then I'm just going to pack that on. I don't want to bring it all the way into the inner corner. I want to keep it like right in this like middle third of the eye. This year I also got to go to a Taylor Swift concert, which was so cool. I am like the biggest Taylor Swift fan ever, and I have been. I'm pretty sure that every middle school girl, whenever I was in middle school, was like obsessed with Taylor Swift. but I kind of like never grew out of that phase. I still love her. So I got to go to her Reputation Stadium tour whenever she came to Nashville, and that was so cool. So me and my best friend went, and it was so much fun. She literally puts on like the best concerts. I don't know if you guys listen to her or not, but she has her Reputation tour, like a whole like movie, like concert video on Netflix now. So I actually just watched it today. It came out yesterday, or it came out today. I don't know. Today's January 1st, so it's New Year's Day right now. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I didn't watch it until today. But literally I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, I wanted to go back to her concert so bad. And I also went to a Kane Brown concert, a Chris Young concert, and that was so fun. Like I said earlier, I really like country music, and so going to country music concerts is one of my favorite things to do. So I got to go to quite a few concerts this year. Once I've got those shades packed on, I'm going to pick up the shade Framed one more time and mix it with the shade Siren right here and just kind of blend over the harsh edge that we left on the end of it. What I found is that if you use a satin shade, which Siren right here is a satin shade, if you use that to blend out the edges of a shimmer, it works really nicely to kind of just mix everything together and make it look super blended. I feel like if you go in with like just a matte shade, you still kind of do have a harsh line. Not as much, but you definitely do have a little bit of a harsh line. So a satin shade works really well to just blend everything together. Once I've got those shades on, I'm actually going to go in with this ColourPop Supernova Shadows. This is in the shade Rush Hour. And I'm just going to put this on the lids, but not put it over the red that we just put on. I do want it to be pretty sharp. Once I've got that shade on, I'm going to go back in with that same brush that we packed on the red shade with and just make sure all the red is off of that. And then I'm going to pick up the shade Lolly right here and Boom and mix those together and just kind of pack it on top of that. Because this is a little bit more gold, I do want to keep this pretty orangey copper toned. With this being wet still, you do want to make sure that you are not moving your brush around too much, just kind of patting, because you can pull up that gold that we just put down. So once I've got those on and blended out, I'm just going to pick up the same shade that we packed on Framed with and just kind of run over the top of that to make sure that everything is nice and blended together. Okay, so now that I've got the eyes on, I'm actually going to do my face off camera, and then I'll be right back to finish up the lower lash line and finish off this look. So now that I've got like my base on, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. And I'm going to start by picking up the shade right here called Framed on my JH39 brush. And I just want to put that right against the lower lash line, and then we'll blend it out in just a second. So to end 2018, I got to go to New York City with my mom, which was so awesome. I wanted to go to New York for, I don't even know how long, like literally as long as I could remember. So for Christmas this year, that was my Christmas gift from my parents. Me and my mom went to New York, and we were there for 5 days, and it was so awesome. I loved everything about it. I literally want to move there so bad. I honestly thought about going to school there just so I could move there and like live in a dorm, so it was like a little bit cheaper. But I am super close with my family, and I just don't think that I could move that far away from them, especially so soon. Like just basically get out of high school, have 2 months, and like move like across the country. But I just could not bring myself to do that. So it was so awesome that I got to go there on a trip. I already want to go back so bad. Like I'm seriously already planning my next trip there, and I don't even know when it's going to happen. But we did basically everything that was on my list of what I wanted to do. But I just love the city so much, and I want to go back so bad. And then honestly, like my favorite part of 2018, all of my like travels and all of that were so awesome, and I loved it so much. Those are my favorite. But like one of the most exciting things that happened in 2018, okay, before I get into that, I'm going to blend out the shade Rush right here on the lower lash line. But probably one of the most exciting things, and I'm doing that on my JH41, probably one of the most exciting things that happened was starting my YouTube channel. I have wanted to start my YouTube channel for God knows how long. Like I seriously don't even know. And I finally got the courage to do it. I don't expect this to be like a full-time job or anything like that, but I love this so much, and I love being able to just sit down and do makeup. I mean, since I was little, I would get home from school or get home from work now that I'm older, and I literally sit in front of my mirror and I do makeup for like hours every single night, and I don't do anything. I get home from work, sit down, do my makeup, wipe it off, do it again, wipe it off, do it again, just over and over and over again. because I just love makeup so much. So now that I finally have like a reason to like do makeup is so awesome. And then just having like people who are actually watching and are just as excited to see my videos as I am to film them makes me so happy. So I'm going to pick up the shade Alert right here and blend that a little bit lower than we just blended brush. And I'm just going to use the stiffer end of my Anastasia brush. This is like so exciting for me, and it's something that's so new, and I don't feel like it's one of those things that it's new so I like it now and I'm going to grow out of it. I can honestly see myself doing this for like a really long time just because I do love it so much. It's so much fun, and I love hearing your guys' feedback on my videos and on my looks and what you like want me to film, what you guys want to see. All of that. So I'm really excited to see what 2019 brings for me in life and on my channel, just because this is something I've wanted to do for so long, and now that I finally like have the courage to do it, I'm just so excited to see what happens with this. For inner corner highlight, I'm just going to pick up what's in front of me. I just have the Stila putty highlighter in the shade Kitten, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner and on the brow bone. As you can tell just by everything that I just said in this video, so many amazing things happened in my life in 2018. It was honestly the best year of my life so far, between all the traveling, meeting Taylor, starting my channel, getting a brand new car. All of that has added up to make 2018 like literally so good. So I just really don't know how 2019 is even going to top it, but I just can't wait to see what life has in store for me this year. So this look is pretty dramatic, so I'm not even going to do liner today. I'm just going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on the lashes. I don't even think I'm going to do lashes today. I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I am blessed in the fact that I have pretty long eyelashes that, I mean, obviously I love wearing lashes, but if I really don't want to wear lashes, I don't have to. They are pretty long, and especially with mascara, I can build them up to be pretty voluminous and long. So in 2019, like I said, I really want to build my channel and just try and grow as a person on YouTube, all of that. Like I already said, I don't really plan on this becoming like a full-time job, but I do think that it's something that I really do love to do. So it's something that I want to continue doing. Another goal that I have for next year is I want to try to eat out less. Right now I eat out like every single day. I go to Starbucks for breakfast almost every single morning. And I go to Chick-fil-A like all the time, which is really bad for you. So that's something that I really want to try and do better on this year too, is to definitely eat out less. Maybe start making coffee at home instead of going to Starbucks. And I figured since I just spent this whole video talking to you guys about last year and my goals for this year, you guys leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys want to better about yourselves, or just some goals that you have for this year, and let me know in the comments like what made your last year really good. Okay, and then for lips today, I think I'm going to go in with the Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade Shook, and this is just one of her velvets. I think that her velvet liquid lipsticks are like her best product. Okay guys, so this is this look all completed. I really like the way that it turned out. I mean, it's nothing really out of the box or crazy. It's just normal warm tone shadows, but I love warm tone shadows. So, I mean, if you like warm tone shadows, this is a super easy look to recreate. I thought this palette was awesome. I've played with this a few times, but I just wanted to really use it in this look just because it does have such pretty tones in it, and it goes really well with the look that I had in my mind. I do want to hear about your guys' life too. So I just talked in this whole video about what made my 2018 so good and what I'm super excited for 2019 and some of the goals that I have. So you guys leave me some comments down below and let me know the same thing about your life. I am super excited to see what 2019 holds for me and my channel, and I hope that you guys are too. So if you are, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and support me on this journey, and make sure to give this video a big, huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. So if you're excited to see what else is to come on my channel this year, then make sure that you just subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for all the support and all the views that I've gotten so far. I am super thankful for you guys, and I will see you back in my next video. Bye guys, thanks so much for watching.